Alright, so now we're going to begin painting of the Barbataurus. I've spent time to clean up a lot of the detail that's on this kit, finishing it up here and there. And I thought I had an idea to make the, a unique type of V-fin. But you know what? I'm sorry, maybe I'm being a little lazy for my taste. I said, you know what, I guess the wings are good enough. Making it like this would be a good idea. So I'm gonna leave the wing. I'm gonna leave the part half V-fin alone. I did cut off a tip here because there's that leftover nub that's on the tip of every V-fin that Bandai makes on their high grades, except for the master grades, of course. So that way it's nice and even. And I'm going to be using the bigger wings for this kit. Now, for painting, I've had ideas. I guess the first thing I'm going to do is work on the. Let me just go from the inner frame out. Obviously, the inner frame, I'll be using Light Gunmetal by Mr. Finisher. I always had success with that paint. Nothing too crazy. So I'm going to use that. Now, as for, I'm going to show off colors here. So we have this color, which is the lightest blue tone. I am actually going to paint that white using MS 01 Gundam white, MS white. So for this color. For the bluish tone, I kind of I'm going to change it up a bit. I'm going to use light blue. Give it a light blue tone. I'm going to bring out the kit a little bit more nicer, a lot more neater. Not neater, how can I say this? More vibrant. Instead of a darker tone color, I'm going to make it a vibrant tone color. And that is why I'm deciding for the red. I'm going to use this as an example right here. I'm going to do something completely different. Yellow. Give it a yellow tone. So in the V-fin. Now, there are separations in the color, so I'm going to end up probably using Titan's Blue 1, especially the weaponry. Well, the weaponry is going to be this color, but I'll break it up here and there, mask it off, and use this color as a break. And as for the wings, you know what? Obviously white would be nice, but I think I'm going to use something like this. Super Chrome. I want to try that for a long time. I'm not weathering this guy. This is going to be a nice color separation here and there. The umbilicals on the arms and the legs, but I'm going to be using the chrome too. And that's pretty much it. That's what I'm going to be using for these colors. Just make it nice and fun and pleasant to the eye. Not a demon-like mech, or more like a resurgence mech, you could say. I don't know if I said that correctly, but we'll try that. Alright, let me prepare the table for priming. Alright, so I just finished priming all the parts that makes up the Barbataurus. And I forgot to mention something as I'm preparing this paint at this moment. Ever since I lost my hard drive on my computer, and I'm kind of like holding on to it just in case I find a way to recover whatever's on there. There were a lot of files in drives. One of them was the actual watermark that Gundam Planet sent me, so I can sponsor, show off that this kit came from them. So I kindly asked them, hey, can you do me a favor when you get a chance, resend me the watermark so I can put it on this video. So now you can see it right down there, right here. This model kit is from Gundam Planet, and if you want to get 10% off, just click on the link below and order it. It's a great kit. Well, it's a great kit right now that I'm making it. And now we're going to make it even better. And right now I'm going to begin working on making the light gunmetal. I'm also, last year I said something, and I don't know if anybody heard it. I didn't elaborate what I said last year, and I'm not going to elaborate this year, or now, because what I'm planning to do, you know what, I need something. I forgot something. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There's going to be a bit of a big change happening soon that I will show off everyone once I'm done with this build. Depending on how the rate I'm going with this, I may have the announcement shown off next weekend. And of course, what I plan to do Comic-Con, for MosquitoCon, which I like to say, sorry, I'm just readjusting the camera a bit. I would like to say, it has not been canceled, it's still going strong. I went to Ridgefield Hobbies recently to ask them, hey, is MosquitoCon still a thing? Is it, are we still good to go? And the owner of the store, his name is Jimmy, good guy, great model kits he sells. He's starting to sell Gundam now. He says, as of now, he has heard nothing of a postponement or anything like that, so it is good to go. However, bear in mind, things do change, so are subject to change. So let's hope that we are, we'll be ready for the show, or I'll be ready for the show. I'm not gonna put too much on this, but that's alright. I just want to use this to mix it a bit, because this is a thick paint. I actually should have used the should have used some siphoning plastic siphoning spoons. Like something like this. I got this on Wish for about $100 for about $2 or something like that, and I'm going to put it on this after I seal this up. I think that's plenty for this. Seal that up. And before I put it on my airbrush, let me just give it another blast, make sure it comes out nice. Yeah, there's the flow. Alright, so first let me just clean this out a bit. I'm glad I purchased this, because obviously I never understood the purpose of this, other than, I'll just spray it in there. But I didn't realize that. Alright, you think I've been doing this for many years, I would know this, but I did not. And what I did not know is if you spray paint inside someplace, unless the where the hell I put the siphon? Oh, here. Unless you have have a good ventilation, the leftover particles flying in the air can stick to the parts nearby, and I don't have I have them nearby when if I'm painting on the paint. Alright, I think that's good enough. Good flow, good even flow. Even flow. Alright. Actually, move here for a second. Here. I have it bent like this because I wanted to make sure I get the coverage around the knees and all that stuff. And then when it dries, I will, of course, straighten it up and then repass it again. So let me just grab the sides. Yeah, this light gunmetal is really nice. Very nice. I took apart a lot of this kit because I didn't find it comfortable with the fact that even though I always keep certain parts together, here's the head, I find it was a little too loose around the knees and the legs. So removing that part from the leg, from the actual joint of the leg, which I'm going to paint right now, if I can grab it, there it is, should of course tighten it up a bit. Which brings me to an interesting point. I remember when I went last year to Gundam Planet, they were selling a special type of tape that you can buy. And this tape is specifically designed to tighten joints in model kits so that way they're not too loose. Preferably in areas like around the waist. Now, I said, that's kind of silly, but then again, it does make total sense. Now, what about us that did not buy it? Well, you could use regular masking tape. It should work. So, I didn't show it off on this current build, but I did put masking tape in the waist unit of the kit, and it is now tightened up a bit, so it's easy for me to maneuver and stay up. I'm going to see if I can try to tighten it up on the other areas, the joints where the main body is connected to the primary body. So hold on. The secondary body that holds up the back rear legs, I'm going to see if I can try to get it to tighten it up with maybe putting masking tape on it, so that way the rear body, and so the rear and the front are held up in place perfectly. Did I make sense with that? Sorry. Yeah, this is a good gunmetal. I like this. You know what gunmetal I haven't used in a long time? I haven't used AK's gunmetal, but the reason why I haven't used it is it has a weird reaction to masking tape. And that and the fact that I think I don't have any more. Alright, so let me work on these inner frame parts. Get that out of the way. Oh, that's right. That is the sword. Once it dries, I will take it out, flip it over, and then paint the hilt. I think I'll do the same right now with the mace. Let me just do that now. Alright, so let me continue on with painting the inner frame. Then once it's dry, we'll move on to the next color. Give me a moment with that. Alright, next paint is going to be the SM206 Mr. Color Super Metallic 2 Super Chrome Silver 2. And that's going to be on the wings. See how this looks. it's no Ela-clad, as for certain. But then again, if you're going to be using Ela-clad paint, you got to make sure that it has a black base coat, so you have a reflectiveness. This is more of a plated look, but with a matte finish. Pigments on this is a little too strong for me to put in, put over a part that's maybe pre-shaded. If I feel like pre-shading this, and then use the metallic over it. Can't tell from the lighting, of course, if I'm doing it right, but what I'll do is I'll give it a second pass later on, so that way I can see there's enough coverage. Let me just do one more. Don't want to waste a lot of time on this. I was thinking of painting it white, maybe to highlight even further, but I think this should be close enough with the black primer, unless you have white primer on it. Alright, I just ran out right now. Wow, it is very thinned out. That's why I was a bit surprised. So I got 3 done. Let me do the rest, and then we'll continue on to the next color.